Hello, mortals. Just a quick disclaimer before we begin. This is a vampire podcast, and as such, we'll be dealing with issues like drugs, alcohol, mental issues, violence, adult situations, death, and of course, blood. So, enjoy the show. Greetings, mortals, and welcome to what might just be the season finale of Integrated Dice Management Presents Houston After Dark. I am your storyteller, Ron Bjork, and with me today is the one and only Frank.
Hey, I'm alive.
Congratulations.
Yay.
Did it. After Frank, we have the man that does the best that he can to stay awake, Jaden.
I do try to stay awake. It doesn't always work.
And next, coming to you from a remote cabin in the wilderness, sort of but not really, we have Bill.
How's it going, everybody? I miss you all so much. I was gone for a while because I'm broken.
I mean, you've been back for the past couple of games.
Yeah, but it's kind of been hit or miss on stuff. I've still been in pain.
Yeah.
I guess I never miss.
And finally, the Queen of the Damned himself, Hayden.
Queen of the Damned. I guess I'll get the backstory on that one later. Yeah, no, I'm excited to play tonight.
Now you are.
Now you're excited. It is in the game. It is.
Oh my god.
What, Frank?
Sorry, I'm watching a video of a dash cam video of a kid,
Watch
Hey,
it.
Driving-
we're playing D&D now, Frank.
a 7-year-old driving his dad's car without his dad in it to a 7-Eleven to get a slushie.
Good for him.
That's cool.
Now we're playing
Did he make
vampires.
it there?
We're playing
No, he got stopped by the
vampires.
cops. Oh, he just hit a car. Yep, now he
Frank.
stopped. Okay, I'll stop.
It is Friday, January 10th, 2020. The weather's partly cloudy with no rain and a full moon. Top news, Rush drummer Neil Peart is dead at 67. Just in, court approves $3.6 billion for a border wall. Sugarland native becomes member of latest astronaut class, and Texas Southern University president placed on leave. Trending on Twitter and social media, hashtag Jeffrey Epstein, hashtag Thunder Up, and Pokemon Direct.
I kind of forgot about the Jeffrey Epstein thing.
Yeah. So, last time we played, let's see if I can remember if I was coherent enough. So basically, the last two sessions, you guys were listening to the Toreador vampire named Olivia Taylor, aka Cassandra. Olivia telling you the story of what happened when she turned her vampire friend, well, he wasn't a friend, but turned the guy into a vampire whose name was, I think, Dexter Chapman. And basically, they went to a block party. You each assumed the roles of a character. The first session, Hayden was Laura something. If I can find her in the list, I moved them.
Yeah, I can't find her.
I moved them into the
she's
regular
underneath
NPCs.
other.
Yeah, she's. Oh, that's right. She is another because she's not a human. Laura McDonald. And then Jaden played her the second episode. Laura was trying to turn Dexter into a vampire. We also had Hugh and Lawrence, and was that it? Hugh and Lawrence? Yeah. Hugh and Lawrence were two of the people at the party, Lawrence being the leader of the vampire club. Anyway,
We did.
yeah,
I'm Lawrence.
So she did manage to lure Dexter away and turn him into a vampire. Lawrence and Hugh both decided to follow because they were, enamored with Lauren. And when they did witness what was happening, I think y'all ran to try to help, and she murdered you both.
I could still turn back, couldn't I?
Huh?
Because didn't I drink some of her blood at the party?
You did drink her blood, but ghouls can die, so she has to drain all of your blood first and then feed you some blood. So no, you won't come back. As far as
I feel like we somehow figured out that I would be coming back.
we never said one way or another if you would come back. But where was I? Yeah, and so that's kind of how we ended. So you guys, after the two NPCs died. Also, what was it? So Lauren didn't lure them off. Sorry, I'm all confused. Olivia lured them off, and that's who y'all were following. Lauren was also following. I can't remember which one of them you were following. You guys were following, but Lauren was following because she wanted to steal away the baby vampire. And Lauren knocked out Olivia the vampire. She knocked her out, and then somebody killed the two of you. I don't remember if Lauren did or the vampire did, but yeah.
I got killed by a vampire, so
That's right. I think Jaden made her cast a spell, and the spell knocked the vampire out. And then that's when, on being knocked out, the flashback ended because the flashback, she can't tell you what happened after she was knocked out.
I've got Lawrence dead question mark.
I did put that. Although somehow Olivia was able to tell you all the stuff that happened before she arrived, but we won't question that. Yep. So you guys have just received all of this information. I guess technically it's still January the 9th. Do any of you want to do anything before we jump to the next night?
Can I go save Lawrence?
That happened that happened 9 days ago, so probably not.
So he's still bleeding out in the park?
That's unlikely.
Wow, he's been bleeding out there for 9 days and nobody has stopped by. Cops just go by. Oh yeah, there's teenagers and college kids bleeding out in the park all the time. We just don't go in there anymore.
I would.
Another thing, two of you who played Lauren, I don't remember if I said it out loud, but the two of you who played Lauren might know what her timeline was, but none of your characters know because Olivia didn't know. So, but anyway, so we'll say it's immediately after she finished telling the story. Is there anything y'all want to do before we end that night and shift into the next night?
Nah.
End that night and shift into the next night?
So we're still on the 9th, right after she's done telling the story.
Okay. So I guess we're good to let her go, right? Like that's all we needed to know?
You wanted to know what happened to the vampire guy, which
so we got his name.
You got her story and his. Yeah, you do have his name, but you don't know. You know that the witch probably has him. That's about all you know.
Is there like a sense? I guess sense motive type check.
Yeah.
Like to make sure she's telling the truth.
There, you can do a insight plus wits.
I am very bad at insight. I'm not very insightful.
So, as far as you can tell, she is being entirely truthful. Yeah.
Okay, that story checks out, guys. I completely believe that she's being truthful.
Yeah. Now you guys know that your mission is not to find Olivia. It's to go after. It's to find this vampire guy, and what she has told you is possibly he's been taken by a witch. So
Is my other pizza guy here?
the pizza
did
guy.
Yeah, he
Did I
ordered
order-
pizza last week or 2 weeks
Well,
ago.
yeah. So the pizza guy showed up, and you guys fed on him.
Didn't I say I ordered another pizza at some point?
I don't recall that. Let me see if my notes say anything
He
about
did.
that.
He did, in fact, order another pizza.
You ordered a second pizza
Yeah. Old second
Okay.
delivery guy.
from a different company or something.
I don't remember. I just feel like I ordered.
My
a
only
second pizza.
notes from that session, because I didn't have time, I wasn't able to re-listen to the thing, because I didn't think about it. My only notes were Cole creates a one bond ghoul of a pizza guy and transferred him 5K. Cole sets off a drop for contaminated blood for tomorrow at the warehouse. I don't remember what that's about.
So I am a bagger, and I believe last
that's
game I was
right.
able to hack
Yeah.
into a blood bank and get them to drop off a set of quote unquote contaminated
Yes.
donated
Yes,
blood.
that's what it was.
I guess that's for tomorrow night.
I didn't write
Was
anything
it-
down about a second pizza, but I mean, I guess the second pizza guy could arrive.
Okay. Because I'm sure people are still hungry.
Knock, 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 knock.
I look out the window.
You see a man holding a bag that you presume has pizza in it.
I pull it open slightly and like put my foot in front of the door on the ground, like blocking the opening. And I want to open it like a couple inches. I'm like, yes.
Have your pizza. That's got to be $11.95.
Okay, just bring it on inside. And I open the door.
He walks inside. Where do
Just
you
put
want?
it on the table.
Okay, he puts it on the table.
And I've gotten magic-y things I want to do to make him just wait. Doesn't somebody else have magic-y things that works better than my magic-y things?
I have compel.
Let's see. I have cloud memory, mesmerize, and awe.
Do what make you do the thing? Make him not remember.
Yeah, you and Jaden have compel, which you can do a short command, but Bill has mesmerize,
What's mesmerize do?
which can do more complex commands.
Okay.
And Bill has the ability to erase his memory.
Dominate, oblivion, potence, obfuscate.
Yeah,
Oh, there it is. I found it.
I can just put my hands on his shoulder and be like, forget the next 2 hours.
Yeah, with eye contact, you can
You
issue a
have
single
compel.
action command.
Huh?
You can't make him forget. Only Bill has cloud memory.
Oh, that's
With
not,
eye
what?
contact,
How does it not
you
work
can
like
issue.
that?
With eye contact, you can issue a single action command no longer than a short sentence, which must be obeyed to the letter. It must be possible to compel. Probably get some pleasant morals. Blah blah blah. Okay, so I want to do compel. So
Okay.
I roll beside display. Like
You don't have to
that's not
roll.
it.
You don't have to roll against humans, untrained mortals.
Oh, that's right. So I'll compel him, and I'm gonna say stand perfectly still. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
He stands perfectly still. Can I have my money? It's 11.5.
Stand perfectly still and don't speak.
And he stops speaking.
Okay. Was anybody else hungry?
Did
I go over. I go over
eat?
and. Oh yeah! Didn't somebody just come in? Like they just showed up?
That was Wesley showed up at the same time as the first pizza guy.
Yeah.
But
And I had him.
Oh
Hayden's at hunger 3.
Well, yeah. Come step on up. I'm gonna cut the chick free and be like, "Hey, you want to grab a?" And I do air quotes slice of this guy.
Let me see if she's hungry. And what her, if she has any feeding, requirements. Man, I gave her a lot of stuff. I actually developed this one a little bit. She is not hungry right now.
Who's the one that's with us?
Olivia Taylor. This person.
Okay.
She's not hungry right now, but she does walk over to the pizza and take an actual slice because she has the trait.
Iron gut.
No, she's got the eat food trait, so she can actually eat. And
Is that
starts
something I
munching
can
on
get?
Pizza. You can, you can take those. You can spend experience points on them.
I might want to get that because
It would
I feel
cost
like
you six experience.
I
have
feel
10.
like that. I feel like that kind of goes with
I think you should
experience
have
do I
more than
have?
10.
the bagger.
Oh, should I? I have 20 total, but 10 to spend.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you should. Now y'all should be up to 24 total minus whatever you've spent because we've done. No, wait, 22 total because we've done 11 sessions total.
I need to actually update my upgrade my character
usually, I
because
didn't do it last time, but I usually go through and add the experience to your characters.
Okay.
Yeah, Bill, you should be at 22 and 12, which I just updated.
This says I've got. So it was saying 20 before with 20 to spend. Now I've got 24 total with 24 to
No,
spend.
22 total. Yeah, just add 2 to those, both of those things.
Okay, so 22 total and 22 to spend.
Yeah, Max has a lot of experience. You haven't spent anything.
I know I need to do that.
No,
Nor
Cole,
have I,
you
apparently.
don't have 22 to spend if you had 10 before.
No, I had 22 total and then 22 to spend. That's what it showed.
Oh, okay.
I mean, can you look at my thing just to make sure I didn't fuck up somewhere?
I might have messed that up. Have you bought anything?
I don't know.
I think it's correct. I think that's correct. You haven't bought anything either. So yeah, I think the only person who's actually spent experience was Bill.
And
yeah,
me.
I bought the.
Oh, yeah, you did
I
too.
bought the mesmerize ability and cloud memory.
Yeah.
I kind of want to get mesmerized, but I don't see where those are.
So
I've got 4 powers. Is that how many we're supposed to have?
that's what you started with, yeah.
Okay, then I'm good.
Jaden, your powers, you've got compel, and you do have cloud memory.
I do?
Yeah. You
Okay.
must have done that, yeah.
Okay, well, I also want to do the mesmerize then, too, if that's really like an actual compel.
Hold on. I just saw
Sorry.
something on your sheet. I'm changing it. Wait, where'd it go? Maybe it's here. Jaden, you also took the thing that lets you eat food.
Oh, nice. I'll eat a pizza.
Does it give us any? It doesn't give us blood though. It just
No.
allows us to
No,
eat.
it just
right?
allows you to eat food without, like, you do still eventually puke it up, but you're able to hold it down basically for a long time.
Oh well, I thought it was actually eating food.
No, because I don't think your bodies have the ability to digest stuff. Hold on, let me read
your
the
your entire organ system is basically frozen, and that's why you like live forever.
Hold up, let me check what it says. Let's see.
Is it like where we don't have to breathe either, but we pretend to?
Yeah, eat food. You can consume food without effort and might even enjoy it, though it gives no nourishment and must be expelled before resting for the day. So before you go to sleep in the morning, it has to be gotten rid of.
It says. Can you repeat that one more time?
I just closed it.
Where's it at?
You can. It's under advantages, in merits and backgrounds, and then in mythic merits and flaws. Eat food. Here, you can consume food without effort and might even enjoy it, though it gives no nourishment and must be expelled before resting for the day.
I don't see it. I see mythic merits and flaws.
Yeah, and then you have to open that and scroll. It's it's at the very bottom.
Oh, I lost it.
Bruh.
I'm sorry. I'm trying.
No, you're fine. It's just funny.
Well, it's a 2-dot trait, and according to the experience chart, advantages cost 3.3 experience per dot. So 6 experience to get that if you want it.
And you said it was under what? Under handouts?
Under handouts, and then you go to advantages, merits and backgrounds,
advantages. Okay.
and then it's under the mythic ones. I don't know why eating food is mythic, but you know.
It's not popping up. It's not doing anything.
I've
Here,
done.
I'm gonna copy and paste it into
I've
the
done
chat.
show to players multiple times. Is it not showing
Yeah.
to you?
No, it's not showing me anything. I see
Here, look.
feeding.
Go to Discord. Go to Discord. Here you go.
Directly underneath feeding is mythic merits and flaws. Or
Yeah,
did
it's not popping up at all.
Why isn't it popping up? Hold on.
It's popped up on Discord.
And all players.
I can get allies to come up. I can get feeding to come up, but I can't
You
get the
should be able to
mythic.
look at it. It says all players. Well,
I
I've
click
already
it, and
described it to you. Same permissions.
Steak bait.
Is it already up and you did the thingy that makes it minimized?
Maybe. Let me just refresh.
Sometimes if you like accidentally double click it, it minimizes it.
All right, let me try it again. Mythic mirrors. There it goes. It says it must be expelled before resting, but it doesn't say how you have to expel it.
You have to vomit it. That's usually what it.
Well, because you don't digest it, the only way to expel it is by vomiting.
Well, I mean, it theoretically could still go through your system, just not actually.
Well, no, you're
know.
dead. Your organs are not working.
You could only make it go through your system
You're
if
gonna
you
shit out a
also-
whole slice of pizza?
No. You could possibly digest it if you did the blush of life. But
Ah.
you have to maintain
A
that
whole
blush of life.
bunch.
You'd have to maintain it long enough to digest it.
You have to sit on the toilet long enough while blushing.
Yeah.
I do that quite frequently.
Is it blush of life or breath of life? Whatever it's called, you know.
I think it's the flush of
I
life.
just didn't want to have to throw up the food at any point. I just rather it just pass through and have to poop at some point.
I mean,
Do you have blush alive?
the problem is, so digestion to actually your poop is usually from a few days back. Yeah, so
you
you'd
gotta
have
be
to
flushed for a
you'd have
couple of
to-
days.
you'd have to use that for like 2 or 3 days straight, even while you're sleeping. So you can poop it out if you want to risk going into a hunger frenzy.
What if you took like some some
Took some fuck?
the
Well, you can't
opposite
really take
of
fuck.
Laxative.
the out
You can get
Well,
it.
you
yeah,
can,
the
but
laxative.
it's just illegal moves.
What if you took laxative along with
Laxative
food.
doesn't
Has to
cause
be.
you to digest any faster.
no, but it makes you poop more.
It
Well,
makes your
If you don't
it
have
ma-
anything in your large or small intestine, it's
what
not
a
going to do
laxative
anything.
what a laxative does is it makes your intestines contract, so it actually forces more of the poop out of you. But the poop has to already be there. The food has to already be digested.
Yeah.
From the
What about
stomach.
that? What about that industrial stuff that they give you when you need to go take out colonoscopy?
Why do you know about that?
For real, you're not
well-
old enough yet.
Yeah, that works the same way. You're not allowed to eat before you go get a colonoscopy.
For 24 hours.
Yeah, you're not supposed to eat for a full 24 hours before then, so that everything from before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tasha actually just had to have one done early, like right after, like 2 weeks after.
Tasha begins
after my
laughing
arm
from the background.
broke. Yeah. Oh yeah. She lost 8 pounds for in that whole day. No one is. Frank was asking about that industrial strength stuff that they make. He's a vampire. No, yeah, he's a vampire, so he wants to know if you ate some pizza today and then took that stuff, you could just force it all out in one day.
Do you think vampires can poop?
I guess if they're doing the flush of life constantly, I bet maybe they might be able to
She
poop.
said no.
This has been a very entertaining conversation.
Well,
Well, to be fair, Frank asked it.
exactly.
I still feel like it should be possible, but
I just don't understand how it would function if your body is literally dead.
You can't speed up digestion. Maybe if you
If it
you
never
know
occurs.
drank some acid and you'd have to take some acid damage, but yeah, then you'd melt your food faster.
You would melt the food and your intestines, and then you'd have to regrow them.
You could heal the intestines real quick.
doesn't the blush of life only give you the appearance of life, not brings you
No,
back to life?
it causes your heart to start pumping again.
Okay.
And brings the appearance of life back because you are forcing your heart to pump blood through your body and stuff, and
That's
you know,
crazy.
things like that. Yeah.
Well, you said it makes the heart start pumping, but it says nothing about. Does it say anything about making the rest of the organs work too?
I mean,
Well-
it's magic, so
Okay,
Is it though?
Does not.
let's make this ruling. God, what do you say?
I say if you would have to maintain it for at least 24 hours. But let's read what the blush of life does. Hold up. Unless intentionally brought to a semblance of life, the body of the vampire is functionally dead. It signifies its presence in pale or ashy skin, cold flesh, and lack of breath, except to speak, or a heartbeat. By sending their blood through the dead capillaries of their skin and into their shriveled heart, a vampire can appear completely human for a night, including but not limited to a heartbeat, body temperature, and breath. They can even pass a cursory medical examination, though they still fail more intrusive screenings for minute tells such as the absence of intestinal flora.
So
there it is.
Well, there it
Yeah,
is,
you can't
actually.
even
You're
digest
just
food.
digesting it.
So you wouldn't
No.
even be able to digest it. It'd just be a slice of pizza coursing through
Allows
your
them-
system, and
yeah,
it would hurt like a bitch.
It allows
So
them.
So
to
yeah, it was
consume-
what I said. You would poop an entire slice of pizza.
It allows them to consume food and drink without vomiting for up to an hour. Up
Up to
depending
1
on
hour. That's it.
with
Well, that's
blush.
without the food thing. Yeah.
That's without the special perk. Depending on their humanity, vampires can fake or sometimes even enjoy sexual intercourse while blush of life is active.
Dang, you
At-
can't otherwise.
You just can't pump that blood down to your organs down there.
Right.
Now, if your humanity is 9 or higher, you simply appeal ill rather than dead, and your heartbeat, pulse, and breath seem thready but detectable without blush of life.
Wow.
So you got to have the high, almost
I'm almost there.
almost max humanity. Yeah, you all start off with high humanity, but I haven't made y'all do any humanity checks yet. But granted, y'all haven't really done anything too horrific. So
Well, my brain's kind of getting there with my character.
Yeah, I've already fed from like 2 of my own fucking patients.
I'm fed for my own family.
like
Pull
you
up.
haven't killed anyone yet.
True.
Yeah, I mean the feeding from the patient stuff is questionable for Jerry. Like I probably should be making you do humanity checks. I just haven't thought of it because that's another rule. But anyway,
Where are the actual abilities on our page?
Underneath disciplines, you've got dominate, obfuscate,
Disciplines.
potence, and oblivion. Down near the bottom.
in handouts under disciplines, you can also click the compendium button and search for specific disciplines as well.
Okay.
Okay. So
Wait.
I guess while you're looking at that, back into the game, I guess Olivia grabs a piece of pizza and then says, so yeah, that's why I didn't show up at the meeting with the prince, because I don't know where my guy is or if he's even still alive.
Okay, but we got the full name of the guy we were supposed to be getting, as well as the full name of the witch.
From technically you just know her name is Lauren, because we have to think she wouldn't have known, the storyteller here wouldn't have known the full name of any of the characters. In fact, she might not have known the name of any of them, but we'll just say you know that there's a Lauren in the U of H Vampire Club.
All right, so Lauren, U of H Vampire Club, and we've got a general description of her
And
looks.
she does know that her guy was named Dexter, whatever the heck it was, Dexter Chapman, the guy she turned.
Is there I just found a spot for it. Never mind. Okay, so let me just write this down so I can... Is there a spot I can write down on the character sheet?
Probably.
I just want to fill the entire dominate so I can just actually compel people the right way.
There's a notes section on the details tab.
Okay. All right, so dude we're looking for is
Dexter Chapman.
Dexter Chapman. Which lady who took him was Lauren.
She would only know her name was Lauren, so... I mean, in the flashback, we got full names and everything, but that's because we were playing those characters. But we have to remember that she was telling you all the story, so she wouldn't just know everybody's name.
All right, so her name's Lauren. We have a description of her, and she is part of the U of H Empire Club. Okay. I just wanted to have that written down so I don't forget it. All right. Well, so if y'all need to feed, go ahead and feed on the guy.
Oh yeah, there's a guy.
How much can I feed before killing him? Because I just want to get rid. I know I can't get rid of all my hunger. I just want to get down to 1 hunger dice.
Isn't it like 4 liters of blood? So like,
so 5 dots kills him, but 3 to 4 will hospitalize him.
I thought 4 was hospitalized. 3 was like a very dangerous situation.
Yeah, 3 is dangerous. 4 is hospitalized. 5 is dead. Sure.
All right. Well, I'll just take off 2 because I don't want to kill him. So.
And then didn't somebody else need a point?
I do too, but I don't want to like endanger this man.
Well, I've got some juice boxes. I'm gonna give him the rest of the pizza. So.
Yeah, I'll take a.
That's pretty much how you survive after a blood transfusion. Or a blood draw. You just eat
drink a bunch
sleep.
of juice box. I mean, that's what you do at the nurse's office anyway.
We're basically
That's
doctors,
cool.
guys.
All right, so Jaden, take off a point. I give him a juice box and the rest of the pizza. If somebody could, make him forget we just fed on him, that'd be great, and tell him to leave. And tell him that the pizza's for him now. The rest of the pizza he can have.
I use cloud memory to make his memory of the last few minutes go away, and then I use mesmerize to tell him to go back to work.
I tell him to take the pizza and eat it and drink the juice box with whatever the hell, dominate, compel.
And he has a choleric resonance, which gives bonuses to celerity and potence. So 2 of you now have. So let me change your resonance. Choleric. So until you feed again, you Wesley and Max have a bonus to celerity and potence.
Nice.
Actually, it shows I've got a bottle of wine that gives me 2 points of blood.
Yeah, you can take that. Just delete it from your sheet.
2 blood points worth of special blood from a guy built.
That is special blood. Yeah.
that gives you a +1 bonus towards stuff involving the 1940s. Mind you, this is also like probably 3 days old now.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
you gotta age the wine.
So no,
Age
there's
the
no
blood.
wine. It's just blood.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and drink that. All right, I'm down to 1.
All right.
All right, that's all I wanted to do. Just make
You're
sure
all
I had
fed up. Everyone's
their
fed.
meds.
That guy's driving home crying.
That
He
guy's-
doesn't remember the last 10 minutes and he's bleeding out of his neck.
We
Well,
licked
Oh,
it, so
we licked it, so he's good.
Oh, yeah, no. Okay.
I mean, I did. Y'all should have.
I got a little freaky. Before we end the night, can I like upgrade some things?
yeah, you can.
Um,
I just don't know
want
what to
to.
upgrade, so I'll probably do that after the.
So level 2, so that's 5 plus 2.
What are you trying to upgrade? A discipline?
Yeah, to mesmerize.
So it's the new level times 5.
New level times 5.
So
So
if it's
6.
a level 2, no. If it's a
Oh.
level 2, it would be 2 times 5, so 10 experience for a level 2 power.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
Here's the experience chart.
Okay. I
Ah.
don't want that.
Can you get a second ability from a level? Like, I've got Compel. If I wanted Cloud Memory, how would I go about doing that?
So you can, and the way that I have ruled that you can do it, in the game, in the official rules, normally if you got 2 level 1 abilities, the second one would cost the price of level 2. But if you look at my experience point, I just said instead of it costing level 2, so if you want a second level 1 ability, for instance, it'll cost 1 times 6 instead.
So it's 1 times 5 for the regular?
Yeah.
Or no, 1 times 3 to increase skill.
No.
Wait.
It depends on what you're doing. So for disciplines, it's new level times 5 if it's one of your starter discipline.
Gotcha. Okay.
But normally the rules only allow you to get up to 5 powers, and even if you got 5 level 1 powers, the 5th one you got would count as a level 5 power in experience points. I don't like that. I added a new rule that says if you get a second or more level 1 powers, you take whatever rank the power is and multiply it by 6. So it still costs a little bit more, but not like. But you are no longer limited to only 5 powers. You can have as many as you want because.
I thought increased skill. Wait, is the skill the like?
Skill is like drive, melee, things
okay.
like that.
And
And
attribute is your
Strength, dexterity.
disciplines. Oh,
Attributes are the first set of things on your sheet: the strength, dexterity, intelligence, things like that. Skills are like drive, melee, computers, blah blah blah. Disciplines are your magic.
didn't you say at one point if we like fed on each other, we could actually get abilities from each other?
Yes, you would
Can we?
have to
Oh.
do that, and your characters
I don't
The
think we know
characters
that.
would have to figure that out.
Yeah.
might. Bill is the only one who would probably know that because his sire gave him detailed information on the vampire condition in the form of books. So, depending on
Yeah,
how much of those books he read, maybe if Bill wanted to know random,
I spent like all my free time for over several days reading that shit.
Bill's character, got the one who gave the most information. The rest of you guys got very
my sire's a
opinionated
super nerd.
information. Yeah.
Bill, you want to roll to see if you know that thing that I just said?
Sure.
I feel like we need a roll out of it.
Just to see if he remembers it.
Right.
Let's do it would be do composure plus resolve.
Composure plus resolve. Submit. Just submit, please and thank you.
2 successes. I mean, Jerry is aware that is a thing. That doesn't mean he randomly, is going to bring that up.
By the way, guys.
You guys ever wonder what how we could share powers? Jerry still doesn't say anything because he's underhandedly thinking about stealing all of their powers.
Hayden's the only one who has, other than y'all's being turned, he's the only one who's tasted vampire blood as a vampire.
Did Hayden get any skills from it?
No, because it was his sire, so he already had her skills.
Okay. I guess we'll just have to leave that up to another situation. Okay. All right. As long as my blood's coming tomorrow, I think I'm good.
All right then. Yeah. So your blood is scheduled to be delivered tomorrow morning at the warehouse, and I do remember now. You arranged for it to like be put inside or something like that.
Yeah.
So your blood will be there. Olivia says, "Well, I guess if you guys decide to like do anything about this, let me know, and I'll help however I can. I'm just gonna stay in hiding in case that witch is after me."
Can we get your contact information?
You already have it. You called me.
I did.
I did. No, I'm just kidding.
It was probably you, Frank. Or no, it wasn't actually. Y'all, but she's like, y'all already have my contact information. That's why I'm here. Remember, y'all threatened my family.
We didn't
What was her
threaten.
name?
No,
We just suggested.
No, I pretty blatantly threatened that I was going to eat her son and grandson. I was at 4 hunger though. I was pretty hangry.
What was her name?
Olivia.
Taylor.
Olivia.
She's kind of emo.
I'm gonna look to her and be like, by the way, the rest of the masquerade is looking for you right now, so you might want to, get out of town. You might want to have your family get out of town. I don't think there's anywhere you can run, but you might want to get your family out of town.
The masquerade is looking for?
Sorry, no, the
Prince.
Yeah, the prince. Thank you.
Well, the prince isn't actually looking for it. He wants you guys to find the new vampires.
The new vampire, because he probably knows about the witch thing. That's probably what his vision was about, and I say this in character.
Okay, I've got your contact written in my little notebook. I've got a small notebook that I keep in my pocket, along with my pocket protector and some pens.
Nerd.
I know. I was about to say. You hear me like say "nerd" in the background under my breath.
You all see me pull out my little notebook and write all the information down and put it back in my pocket.
I look over to Maxwell and just give him like the big eyes.
And in the background, there's a breeze that comes by, and just vaguely on the breeze, you hear.
So,
yeah. One thing I want to do is I want to take the mini fridge from the office room area, and then I want to put it like near the door so they don't have to just leave it there.
Okay. That's fine.
That way the next pizza guy that comes by, he just grabs a juice box right out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she leaves and, vanishes into the night. And if that's all y'all are going to do, I guess you guys disperse and head back to your sleeping places, wherever that may be. And
isn't there an area underneath this warehouse?
There is a safe area to sleep there, yeah.
I ask whoever this warehouse clans it belongs to, and I ask them if it's okay if I stay there for the night. Hey Max, is it okay if I stay here for the night? My blood's coming tomorrow.
Not really my place, but...
Well, I mean, it's your clan.
I don't speak for my clan, but if you want to stay here, there's...
As long as you don't steal any of the clan members' car.
Yeah, as long as you don't do more shit, it should be fine.
I mean, the only thing to steal is, there's towels down below.
Don't steal the towels. Somebody paid for those.
They're nice. They're silk.
What does this look like? A Marriott? No.
Is there like a bed or anything downstairs?
No, so when you go downstairs, you go down this ladder thing, into a little hallway, and the hallway ends in a door that can be locked from the outside. Um, Next to the door is a towel rack, like with a cart thing with a bunch of towels on it. When
Oh
you look inside,
yeah, I
when you look
remember.
inside the door, there is what can only be described as a dungeon with a spigot and water hose, and a which is rolled up, and then there's a grate in the middle of the floor. Actually, the grate is broken, so there's like a broken grate in the floor
Is there like a office supply closet type thing?
in the dungeon. No,
No, like somewhere's inside the building in the
probably yeah,
sub-level.
yeah.
Because it's sub-level, and then inside the sub-level is the dungeon room, right?
No, there's the ground floor, and then there's the dungeon underneath.
Okay, so I found the office supply closet, or the janitorial closet.
Take one of the
and
towels and like wrap your legs around like the clothing rack and just hang upside down like a bat.
I empty out the supply closet, and then I grab all the towels, and I make myself a little nest inside
Okay,
there, and then I jury rig the door closed.
all right,
That's where I'm sleeping tonight.
all right.
Jerry rig came from Jerry, actually. Coined
How's it
by
going,
him.
y'all?
Jerry taught you to do it.
Jerry.
Nerd.
Just all of a sudden we turn around. It's a goddamn windy night tonight. Damn.
For real.
I got my Netflix going on my laptop.
Do you have to roll a check to see if you get Netflix to work?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Just Starlink.
No, it's 2020. No Starlink
That's true.
yet.
It's not out yet. Yeah,
Technology,
you're right.
technology versus
Technology
intelligence, or technology plus intelligence, and I believe it's like difficulty 2 for you.
Don't I have a +1 modifier?
You have a +1 to hacking.
Oh, that's right. Okay. 3 successes.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, I'm watching Netflix.
That check, if you increase your blood potency and become a more powerful vampire, it becomes harder. But other than that, it basically it stays at 2.
Cool. Okay, well, I'm good. Night.
All right, so Cole goes to sleep in a closet, and the rest of you all, I guess, go home.
I walk outside and I pull out of my backpack a bunch of Molotovs, and I turn to everyone else. Let's burn this fucker down with him in it.
Whoa.
You know,
You wanted to do that too?
I would be down. However, I don't want to get in more trouble with my clan.
Agree to pay it back. I mean, you're not aging out. You've got time.
Yeah.
It's also not
And-
technically you doing it, you know. If anything, he's starting a clan war over here.
Yeah, and that's what we don't need. Because we might be
Yeah.
starting a witch vampire war. Something we also don't need.
All right, we'll burn it.
And we
down
also
next.
have like the Inquisition after us, so
Don't forget about it, Jerry. We'll talk about this later.
Dare you?
Anyways, yeah, I'll see you, Max,
Oh,
maybe
yeah,
at work,
yeah.
even though I've never seen you at work, so have fun.
All right, and so I guess everyone goes home and goes to sleep, and now it's the next night, and all that Twitter stuff happened that I read earlier, and
What is my current state with my wife and kids?
uh,
Are they still really mad? Are they with Seth still?
They're still with
She's-
Seth, yes.
she's still with Seth right now.
Damn it.
I mean, she'll answer your phone calls and stuff, but I mean, now they're kind of on vacation right now, so
I sent her I love you before I go to bed. Just in case.
Seth
I'm
is
not gonna
showing
look.
her a good time.
Oh. I bet.
well, so you don't get a response back while you're awake because you're going to bed before sunrise, and she's probably asleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like 5 a.m.
Yeah. And most people don't wake up at 5 a.m. on their vacation. So
True. Unless you're really
day
excited.
passes, things happen throughout the day. and the court approves a $3.6 billion for a border wall, and some president of some university gets placed on leave, and the Pokemon Direct happens, and people are still talking about Jeffrey Epstein, or maybe they're just now talking about him. I don't remember. And the sun sets, and you guys wake up.
Do I wake up?
You do.
No, you're dead.
Yes.
You've been burned to the ground.
Someone needs to make a rouse check in order to wake up to see if you get hungrier.
All right.
Something
I know
also
this one.
forget. Cole gets
I'm
hungry.
hungry.
Fuck.
Good thing you just ordered some blood.
Yeah, right.
I don't remember how much blood you're going to get, but you ordered some.
And
I don't either.
Max is good.
I think somewhere's in the ballpark of like
Wesley gets hungry.
10-ish.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm fat fingering all over the place. Give me a second. I'm trying to hit this one
You
little
got it.
button. This one fucking little button.
Don't you have a mouse?
Don't patronize him. Just kidding.
Silence.
Okay, everyone except for Max gets hungrier.
Damn it, I'm getting hangry again.
Oh.
So Cole, you wake up, and yeah, your blood is there. So I determined that your flask can hold
1
one
point of
point of
blood.
blood.
Yeah.
So it depends on how much you decide to carry on you. I'll say you've got, I don't know, or a delivery of 10 blood bags.
Wow.
Okay. I assume they left the cooler it was transported in because it's contaminated now, or quote unquote contaminaminated.
I guess, yeah.
See,
Sweet.
Jerry's flask. Jerry's flask holds a lot because Jerry's flask is actually a mega pint.
Megabyte.
Well, we already. I talked, I think, previously about how large my flask actually is. It's not like just a small flask. It's like a, those ones that would fit in like a Jinko jeans back pocket, barely. If anybody remembers Jinko jeans,
I remember them.
I do not.
remember how big those back pockets are?
Yeah.
I don't remember the pockets, but sure.
They were huge. They have like the novelty flasks, the large novelty flasks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's close to that size. I keep it in my laptop bag.
Well, blood
Anyways.
bags are kind of big, so
Yeah. So I think a blood bag is a pint. How much blood is in a blood bag? Packed RBCs are made by removing 200 to 250 milliliters of plasma from whole blood. That's not right.
okay. So yeah, you all wake up. What's y'all's plan?
So
I'm gonna take over the world. I'm just kidding.
something that my character is thinking about is what's going on with my sire.
Okay.
Because I know she's still being waiting to be tried, and then I would want to go to the college, but also I need information on witches because he just heard this whole thing, and my character has a lot of not experience points, but like a lot of points in occult, and so
Okay.
I would need to learn things about them to actually use that skill.
You do have points in occult, so I guess roll occult plus intelligence. 3 successes. So you can, with 3 successes, I'm going to say you've got some general knowledge about witches. Why is all your health marked out? It's supposed to be like this.
There's approximately 1.2 to 1.5 gallons of blood per human body.
Okay, good to know.
Ron, so is there a way that my character would know how to find out more information on witches, or
So on 3 successes, you know a lot of general knowledge on like witchcraft, and you've heard of like lots of like witchy stores that sell stuff. A lot of those are probably fake stuff. Tonight, that like I guess you look out the window and see it's a full moon, and you're like, oh, witches probably like that. A
And
lot of
werewolves.
and werewolves, sure.
Didn't you say that a lot of vampires don't really know about witches and vice versa, or is that only that group?
Well, nobody knows that, or very few people know that witches are actually real, like that magic is real. But this also very few people know that vampires are real. Hey, with three.
Did you mean if vampires knew witches were real?
Some vampires know witches are real, but only if they've encountered them before. Most supernatural creatures, unless they are experienced in that world, like looking for other supernaturals, they don't have a lot of run-ins with each other, because all of them are very secretive about their existence. So with yours, based off of the story that Olivia told the night before, this does sound like a probably something a little bit more than just like your typical like Wiccan, type person who is, praising the Earth Mother or whatever. This person has actual like real dangerous power. But I don't think with 3 successes you would know a ton. That would be useful. Yeah.
All right. Well, if it's possible, I would like to call Lori Harris and ask if there's more information I can find out, and if she's heard anything about Tiv.
Yeah, so you can call Lori Harris. Hold on, I got to get into her mode. You call her, it rings, and she's like, "Hi, hon, what's up? Or what's going on?"
Hey, Lori. Just a few quick questions. I was wondering if you heard anything about Tiv so far. And honestly, where the heck is like our headquarters? I don't know. No one's ever told me. Like, I just kind of got turned, and now I'm just like free floating around without my clan.
Tiv, I haven't heard much about her. As far as the headquarters, honestly, your clan is pretty secretive about that kind of stuff. So I could ask around and find out. I'm sure I could get them to contact you. I'm
Yeah,
surprised they haven't already.
if you can get my clan to contact me, that would be great.
Yeah, I can do that.
And would you like some juicy insight into what we've been up to?
I love juicy insight.
All right. Well, there's this lady named Lauren McDonald, and I basically just give her the entire story and tell her what happened with with everything.
Okay. She's like, huh. Witches.
Yeah, witches.
I don't know a lot about witches, but I know they're dangerous stuff.
Yeah, now that we have the Crusaders and the witches, it seems to be a lot boiling out there.
Well, I know that the witches definitely wouldn't want the Inquisition to find out about them. They were the original targets of the Inquisition. And our kind just kind of got lumped into that along with all of the other things that go bump in the night.
Do you think the prince's vision had to do with the witches and the world and doomy vision he had?
Well, it's hard to say. All I know is the only thing the prince told anyone was that 3 new vampires needed to be, or not 3, however many I said it was. That 7 new vampires had to be made that night. He didn't give us any explanation on to why, unless your other 2 vampires were also taken by witches. I doubt it has anything to do with that, but it also could. Maybe he expected you guys to save this vampire. It does seem weird that he would order the creation of a vampire if he knew that a vampire was immediately going to be captured by a witch.
and help us to our doom. So
Yes, Frank.
You said there's 5 points of blood in a human body, right?
5 points kills them. Yeah.
But how many blood points are in the human body?
Human drained it killed at 5 points.
5 points.
Yeah.
So 4 points leaves them hospitalized, right?
Uh-huh.
There's an entire half gallon of blood still left in that body after.
It's not scientific. it's
a game, bro.
My math is mathing out to like 8 points of blood in a human body.
Well, there's not according to the rules.
There's 5.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say each bag of blood is almost a pint, and that's
it's
a blood
not
point.
necessarily an even number. 1 point of blood isn't taking enough that it doesn't. 1 to 2 points of blood takes enough that it doesn't really bother a person. 3 to 4 is considered a harmful drink from a human that risks death unless treated, and then 5 is death.
Okay,
so
I'm
up to 2 points is the maximum non-harmful amount to drink. Whereas 1 point of blood is described simply as a sip.
Can you just GM tell them how much is a blood bag worth?
A blood bag, according to the rules, is worth 1 point.
All right.
Oh,
so
I didn't know there was a rule. Okay, well, fuck.
That's why I said your flask can hold a blood bag.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's why I said the wine bottle is bigger than a flask, so it can hold 2 blood bags worth. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Uh,
as much as anything, that's what we found out. And
well, I'd say y'all probably need to try to find out what
go
she
to college.
Yeah, maybe she's at the college. Maybe you could follow her and try and find out what she did with the vampire, if he's even still alive.
Okay.
And then if it looks like you need backup, you can call in the cavalry. And I guess by that I mean call the sheriff.
Yeah. We have the sheriff's number. Never mind. We're good.
Yeah, you'll have the sheriff's number.
Can you not be hungry at all?
No,
Or do you have to
kill
have at least
someone.
one?
You can only get to 0 hunger if you completely drain a
Kill
human.
someone. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure killing them resolves your hunger because of the beast. So
Mhm.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
you can drink all the bags you want. You won't resolve the beast, though.
Yeah, blood bags can never fully resolve your hunger.
Yeah.
And neither
Okay.
can animals.
All right. I just want to make sure. I'll be back.
Awesome. Thanks, Lori. I hope all goes well with becoming the harpy.
It's going pretty good so far.
There we go. Hopefully my 2-cent inputs to now and then help out. So
Well, you just gave me a juicy bit of information, so
and I think this will help repay for some of the dumb shit I've done. So
she
well.
says something positive.
There we go.
Yeah.
Something.
Whenever you ask me to role play something, I'll be like, I say something positive. Let me roll charisma.
I want to call Jerry and
Okay.
discuss my diet pills.
Okay.
Go for Jerry.
Hey Jerry, it's Wesley. How you doing?
Hey Wesley, how's it going? What's up?
I have $1 million idea that I think is better than what we've created thus far.
What you got?
So imagine everybody being a vampire.
Okay.
Just think about it.
Okay, I see food being an issue, but okay.
But food isn't an issue, right?
If everyone is a vampire, what do we eat?
We have blood bags, right? So what we do,
Blood bags run out.
right? So we control everything. You see
Mhm.
where I'm going with this?
Okay.
So I want this to start small. I say you have a lot of guys, in your circle that show up and give them all your issues.
Mhm.
I want to start this diet pill small and just see if it'll work. And just I don't know, do some tests on some of your people if that's all right.
Don't you run a pharmaceutical company?
Yeah, but I don't want it to go under too quickly. Once we're fully fledged, I'll transfer it over. But at the moment, it would just be under the table.
I don't actually prescribe medications. I mostly talk to my patients, and and if they need medication, I recommend them to other people.
But there's this revolutionary diet pill, right? That just shows up out of nowhere. Just think about it. You don't have to say anything right now.
Is it out to the public yet? I thought you're still in
It
development
hasn't
of
even
that.
started. This is the start.
Oh, okay.
But it's okay. I understand. I'll just rule the world by myself.
What? Okay, so what is this diet pill supposed to do?
So basically, you put a little bit of vampire blood in there, and it also has a tracker
So,
piece.
how was I supposed to get any of that out of what you said?
Well, I'm giving you the idea first.
So
You
the thing
didn't
about
say
putting,
anything. You were just like, imagine if everyone was a vampire.
yeah, because that wouldn't turn people into vampires. That would turn them into your ghouls.
Right. So then I would go, because I would see where they're at now, and whether or not they took the pill, I would go drain their blood.
Okay.
And it would have my blood in it.
Yeah.
So would that not turn them?
If depending on how recently they took your blood.
Isn't there a
This
skill
is a bad
to like?
idea.
So the rules of this game say you have to drain their blood and then feed them some, but I think we've started to run with the idea, like from various shows, where as long as there's vampire blood in them when they die, it counts.
Okay.
I'm okay with running with that, because you can do fun things with that. But the blood would have to be fresh in them. It
Can't be pharmaceuticalized from
well, no, I mean,
like.
it would have to be, as in, like, they have to have recently taken the pill. Like,
Okay. Well, it'd have to be within 24 hours.
yeah.
Would there be a way to use submerged directive?
Actually, I don't think that. Yeah, if there's enough of the blood, because they would become ghouls usually, but ghouls don't become vampires when they die automatically. I guess it would have to be fresh enough blood. Now, all those people, anyone who has your blood, regardless of the age of it, will become blood bonded to you, and will be more likely to let you feed from them and turn them into a vampire.
Okay.
So that is a way to go about it, but I don't think the pill itself would be enough. Like, just the pill, and
It's
then
an incentive for them to like me.
Yes, the pill would definitely make them like you, even though they don't know who you are. They would be bonded to you, so that if they ever encountered you, they would feel that bond towards you.
Okay. So I'm gonna start a monopoly of this
Yeah.
pill.
And the fact that no vampires have done this in the lore of this, because this would be an easy thing to give a lot of humans your blood.
That's what I'm thinking. And I have a whole business already
That
of
does.
genetics.
You're going to be very hungry on a regular basis, because to bond the masses would take a lot of blood.
Mm.
What if you turn somebody into a vampire and use that blood? They would be bonded to that vampire?
Whichever vampire's blood, goes into them is the one they're bonded to.
Okay. I was wondering if
Okay.
there's a possible way around it.
So what I do is I get enough of a following just without having to like really make me too hungry, just to hire them on to my company. So then they could just give me 5-star reviews, and then I'll just do a large hiring like expo. And then that's when I could bring people one at a time, feed on them, give them the pill, and then let them go about their day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So a drop of blood is enough to start forming a bond. To make them into a ghoul, it needs to be an entire point of blood.
Okay.
To give them the extra perks of being a ghoul, which gives them some of your powers and stuff. But just to have them bonded, it just takes a small amount of your blood. So a drop. So you know, 1 point. I don't know how many.
Maybe 10 drops.
Yeah, 1 point could be 10 drops.
10 drops of blood. Because I think that's doable. Because then I could get 10. And, well, like I said, I could do a couple of points and get hungry and then go feed.
An easy way you could do this is do a what do they call those where you test new medicine and have one of those.
Yeah, that's what I'm basically trying to do with Jerry, because he already has like that group setting, so I could just be like, he could like host a, what is it called? I know what you're talking about, like a
meeting,
like a science, like a
where you test the new medicines.
Oh,
a monkey lab.
Volunteers
basically.
Yeah, the volunteers come and let you
they
try
sign off their rights.
Yeah.
They're like, I won't sue you if I die.
You can get paid to do that.
See? Okay. That's all right. Jerry, whether you're in this or not, I'm asking if you want to be a part of this, basically.
how safe is it?
Safe enough that I'll make sure you don't get hurt.
Isn't the FBI currently investigating you right now?
They're investigating Frank.
Me?
No,
You're
didn't
the-
you say
code.
you said that they showed up to your
No,
company?
Did they?
It showed up to Wesley's company because Max, who faked his own death, was an employee of Wesley and a patient of Jerry. Cole is unaffected by that so far.
And of course, y'all didn't get with me prior to the whole escapade. And
That's
so I
true.
have video evidence
and
of
you
it.
you
stole
do
my
know-
car, and you posted
What you
us
do
on
know
TikTok.
is that the official investigation has been dealt with by the sheriff. That the official investigation is no longer happening.
Okay, so he just showed up and I like told him to leave, right? I think that's what happened.
He showed up and you tried to kill. You threatened to. You
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
also tried to delete like the footage while he was there.
While he was
looking
sitting there.
right over your
And then-
shoulder, like, "Hey, what are
and
you
so
doing?"
that was the cop you were doing all that to, and then the cop called for backup, and the FBI agent came up and talked the cop down from arresting you, and then on the way out called you a leech.
Ooh. That's fine. I'll
Yeah.
be
So-
fine.
That's racist.
I just have to get the whole FBI to have my sugar pill,
Yeah. I mean,
and then they'll be under my finger. And the whole police. Oh my gosh. I'm just thinking of all the power.
Oh yeah.
This will be crazy. Jerry, do you want this or not?
Give me a couple days to think about it.
No problem. I'm going to go ahead and start it, though, if that's okay with you. I mean, you don't have to say yes to that either, because I'm going to either way, but...
I mean, technically, I don't have to agree to anything. You're the one making it.
Right. All right, well, I'll let you know how this goes. And...
I'll let you know if I want in.
Okay. You're the only one that knows about this.
All right.
Okay, bye.
I love you. Mm.
all right. So Max, Wesley, and Jerry have now done an activity, and so has Cole. He got his blood. It's now, I'm going to say 9 p.m. An hour has passed. Granted, none of that should have taken an hour, but I'm just advancing time in the night for reasons.
Quick question. Did we have any sort of directive as far as not turning other people into vampires?
Yes.
Yeah.
Only
You're not
the Only the prince can order that.
Right.
And if they find out you do it, you're dead.
That's okay.
What about making people ghouls? Is there a directive against or for
That's
that?
true.
Ghouls
Don't-
are allowed,
Don't get caught.
but we're just so ghouls are allowed as long as the ghouls also maintain the masquerade.
Yeah,
Well,
so
if they
don't get
never
caught.
know,
Well, no, that they're allowed to know. If they're a ghoul, they're allowed to know. They're just not allowed because they'll be blood bonded to you, so you can trust them. But you have to make sure they don't tell anyone else. The ghouls get lumped into the vampire society once they become ghouls.
So can you just tell them not to tell people and they'll listen?
yeah.
They
Now I
will-
can.
So they will listen to you. That doesn't mean they're perfect. That they're only human.
It's true.
If you
And-
have a level 4 dominate, they've got not level 4, level 3, submerged directive.
Uh-huh.
When using mesmerize, the vampire can now implant a post-hypnotic suggestion, allowing the command to remain dormant until a specific stimulus occurs.
So basically, they're an undercover agent, or what is it
Yeah,
called?
basically they're a Russian sleeper cell.
Yeah, sleeper
Yeah.
cell.
They've been incepted.
Could you
You say, like,
theoretically use that
pineapple and they fucking
to
kill
make
someone.
them? Can
Ooh,
you
my
use that
safety word is
theoretically?
pineapple juice.
Yeah, there's-
Could you use that? Could you use that theoretic? Could you use that theoretically to make them not tell people?
Well, yeah, but what I mean by they're not perfect is it's more just if you have the more ghouls you have, the more likely someone is to make a mistake and reveal that they're not entirely human. So
what does ghoulhood give
can't-
them?
Ghouldom gives them increased health and access to one of your vampire powers, and they also stop aging while they're a ghoul. So you can have a ghoul that's as old as you are, a ghoul that's been alive for 1,000 years, as long
So
as
can
they
we-
get regular infusions of your blood.
So can we make the assumption that a lot of bigwig company owners are probably ghouls?
It's entirely possible. Yeah.
You just have to find that out.
So if someone's already a ghoul and then they have my blood, what happens then? Is it they're not affected?
It depends. It's based on the potency of whoever ghouled them, and also kind of how long they've been ghouled and stuff. Like they can be bonded to two vampires at once. But the more powerful vampire's bond will be stronger, and so anything that the more powerful vampire says
Oversees
takes precedent, over what you do.
Okay.
Okay. Next question on my end. You remember when we first started? I mentioned that I was part of a gang before I became a computer programmer.
Yep.
Would it be possible to get in touch with that gang and get some of the high-end leader people to come see me?
It certainly can. Let me check your thingy here. Your allies, they're 3 points. There are rules on how quickly they respond to you. Let me check. So your allies, at 3 points, it's either a gifted mortal or a dangerous group of average mortals. So your street gang. I guess I didn't make you do this. There's a secondary thing. You can spend additional points to make them appear faster, basically. But appear in half the time. I mean, yeah, you could call them up and arrange to meet. I think how fast they appear is more like in an emergency. How fast do they come to your aid?
I would like to do that. I hit up. I'm white, right? I forgot what my character's gender or race is.
I don't know. You never picked a
You have
picture.
a picture.
I think we were under the assumption that he was just kind of like a more nerdy version of myself. So I guess he'd probably be white. I don't really want them to be like white supremacists or anything like that, though.
They
Can I
won't
be part of like? Okay,
It'd be like of a
on-
hard gang.
Yeah.
He wants to be a member of the Sons of Anarchy. There you go.
There you go.
They had pretty decent morals, somewhat.
Somewhat.
So you call.
Bro, they attached a wheelchair, chain to a wheelchair, and rode down the road with this guy.
Who? So who? What's the
Yeah,
name
but
of
they
the
also-
you're calling?
I'm trying to think of like a good gang name. Let's call them. Let's see, the leader.
The Rascals.
The
I'm not-
testicles.
I'm not coming up with a gang name right now.
Call
Let's
them
just say the lead
diabetes.
leaders.
No one takes out as many motherfuckers as diabetes.
All right, we're just gonna say it's a motorcycle gang with pretty
Call 'em
upstanding
AIDS.
morals.
10
Okay.
mischievous men.
Like they do shady shit a lot too, but they also do.
Oh my God! They were
What
calling
sorts of
Jehovah's
stuff are they-
Witnesses.
Do they deal drugs? Do they steal? Do they
They're
human
Jehovah's
trafficking?
Witnesses.
Like,
They
what
convert
level of
people.
crime are we talking?
They're kind of Robin Hood type.
Steal from the rich. Okay.
Yeah, so like boosting cars. I'm sure they probably would have some weapon dealings.
Okay. So
and,
you
Yeah, that sounds.
probably wouldn't
Robin
deal
Hood-y.
with drugs though.
so you're calling up one of your contacts. They answer the phone and they're like, "Yo, Cole, what's going on?"
Yo, Spike, how's it going?
It's going good.
Hey, so I know it's been a minute since we were all kind of doing our thing, but I need a couple of the up high tier members of the gang to meet me over at this warehouse. I've got a proposition for you guys.
A proposition. What do you need from us?
Well, I have
What's
a way
going
to.
down, bitch?
That's hurtful.
Channel Jesse Pinkman.
Toughen the fuck
Um,
up, Frank.
I was the hacker for the gang. Like, come on. I wasn't like front
You were
line
sti-
killing people and shit.
Toughen the fuck up, Frank.
If only your dominate stuff worked over the phone.
Yeah. I have a way that we could, there's a few things that I can't say over the phone, but basically, I can give y'all something that's going to make y'all stronger, faster, better, and, can't age anymore.
Cocaine?
It's an experimental drug I'm getting from a company that I'm affiliated with. It's not on the market yet.
Oh, okay, man. We haven't gotten into the drug business in a while. You know that.
We're not dealing this. This is just for upper management.
Just for the boys.
It is addicting, but there's no downside side effects. Like you're not gonna come down and be fucking tweaking your ass off. Like it's just
You're not gonna go
Once-
from I feel great to I think I'm allergic to tap water.
So give me a persuasion plus charisma, but I'll give you a bonus, a +1 bonus because he's your dude.
what kind of bonus am I looking at?
Just whenever it says modifier +1. Okay. You need us tonight?
Yeah, I mean as soon as you can. It's not you don't have to like rush over here or anything, but shut the
Okay,
fuck up,
well,
Google. I'm
well,
not talking
send me them that address, and we'll be right there.
I send him the address.
Okay.
And I would like to
Peace
prepare
out,
some
yo.
shot glasses with some blood mixed with like some fucking Pepto-Bismol.
Pepto-Bismol. Okay.
Ooh.
Yummy.
All right. So Cole is at the warehouse doing that. What's everyone else doing?
I'm probably going to travel to my business just so I can use the computers.
Okay.
I guess I'll call Jerry just because Jerry and I seem to always get together when we want to do shit.
Yeah.
I call Jerry and I'm like, ring ring.
I answer.
Hey, Jerry. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. What's up?
Okay. Just wondering, kind of silent over there. I'm
Sorry
just
about
just wondering if we're all gonna go to. I'm just wondering if and when we're all gonna be going to the college to see if the witch is there, Lauren.
I haven't really talked with everybody, but we should probably get that done because I feel like the longer we wait, the colder the trail gets. But everyone keeps
Yeah.
trying to get me involved in these weird business ventures. I'm like, y'all, and it's just weird because just a few nights ago we saw a absolutely crazy guy punch another guy's jaw clean off.
And yeah, we're not taking the vampire life very seriously.
Yeah,
You know how fast we're gonna get murdered if we don't at least appease the prince somehow?
yeah, and then Cole kept asking about eating pizza and wanted to know if we could digest it for like 3 hours. For like 3 hours, he was asking about it, and
Yeah,
it just
while
came
the
down
pizza
to the
man was
fact.
just slumped on the floor.
Yeah, and it just came down
And
to
we
the
finally
fact that
found that
yeah,
lady.
you don't. Yeah, and it just comes down to the fact that no, we don't really eat. You still got to throw it up, so or poop a whole pizza.
Yeah, so I guess I'll make calls to other people, well, to the rest of the group, but I guess I'm gonna start heading over to the college.
All right.
All right, so
Actually, I just got a call. I just got a text from Cole. Oh God, he ate the pizza.
Shut
I'm
up, poop it
gonna
out.
I'm gonna text Cole and ask if he did any looking up on Laura McDonald, or if you can do a background search on her and find any information on her.
All right. Also, go ahead and let them know that we're going to go ahead and head over to the college if they want to meet us there.
Yeah.
all right. So Wesley and Cole, y'all both get messages, I guess, asking if you want to meet at the college. And Cole, yours also includes, do you want to look up information on Laura McDonald?
I respond with, yeah, I'll run a background check and I'll meet y'all there in about how long till my gang people get here?
They said they'll be there in a little bit.
So like
I'll say
30
they'll
to
get
45
there.
minutes.
Yeah, they should be there at 9:45.
Because, gang members are, if nothing else, punctual.
Of course.
Quite punctual.
I should be able to get there by maybe 10:30 to 11.
All right, so while you're waiting on them, go ahead and first give me the check to make sure your computers work. That's technology plus intelligence.
Oh, did he have to make a check just to see if he could make that phone call?
Hmm. They're good for
Oh well.
check. You're good for the night. Now you're doing a background check.
The first one was to see if I could turn the phone on to text.
Holy moly, messy critical.
You found everything about this woman.
So you get
And-
hungrier. We'll just go with the you get hungrier because you can't really messy critical in any other way on this. You're just hacking into it and you start getting frustrated and get hungry, but then you definitely succeed. You get hungry and go all out and find out everything about her. You know that Lauren, age 22, is a girl of Irish descent, but born and raised in Houston, Texas. She's proud of her Irish heritage. I'm not going to read this whole thing.
Do
She
you have like an address or anything for
Last
her, like
name?
a phone number?
her last name's McDonald.
McDonald.
You see her address, you see her Facebook, you see like some comments on her Facebook about some of the some people who are apparently annoyed with her because they weren't invited to the event. Just some comments on her Facebook. You you find out her field of study. She's getting a bachelor's in business management and communication.
Basic bitch.
She identifies as a witch.
She's missed 3. She has 3 unexcused absences that she's trying to get dropped to excused. She
She's got that.
she dropped 3
Um,
courses over the course of her entire college career. Not bad.
Yeah, you find out a lot of like background information on her.
Do I get into the school's mainframe along with this?
You find out her grades.
I drop her GPA.
You drop her GPA. Okay,
Oh,
I'll let
gosh.
that happen.
Jesus, Frank.
And
What is it at currently? Like a 3.8, 3.6?
No, she was a 4.0, you asshole.
All right, I drop her to like a 2.9.
That's where
She's
I
failing
was.
college
I was
now, you
kidding.
dickwad. Damn.
To be fair, she actually probably wasn't doing good because she has 0 points in finance.
Oh.
Did great in her electives, but
She took out a shitload of loans.
she
For
let's
U
see.
of H. Damn.
Like a cubic shitload.
I, of course, forward over all this information to Max and I'm so bad with names.
Jerry.
So I will say,
Max, Jerry, Wesley.
I don't want it.
with your 7
Just kidding.
successes, I'm going to give you the additional information. There were some people complaining about not being invited to the event on her Facebook page. You follow that lead, which takes you over to the, you look at some other comments about from the U of H club members, things like that, and discover that there's going to be some sort of special ceremony for the club taking place at a bar in Houston called the Raven Tower. This is a real place. You can look it up. Tonight at 11 p.m.
Ooh. Text us that quick, please.
I, of course, text that information over to Jerry, Wesley, and Max.
All right. As I'm reading it, I see the location change, and I make a fat U-turn heading for Raven Tower after doing a quick Google search, after pulling over and being a safe and courteous driver on the road.
So, Frank, your gangster friends arrive at 9:45. Hayden, Max will arrive at the Raven Tower at 10. No, I'll say you get there at a little bit before 10. Also,
damn, Frank, your friends are so cool.
Jerry, are you with Max?
Yeah.
Okay, and then Wesley, what you were going to your place of business?
Yeah, I just text them. I'll see y'all later. Like I have something to do.
Okay, so you go to your place of business. What are you planning on doing there?
Just like figuring out the actual like chemical makeup that I'm gonna try to do for like these pills and everything.
So give me a medicine plus intelligence roll with a, because of your
Medicine.
you've
Okay.
got a specialty, I think, in something to do with blood, hematology. So go ahead and give me medicine plus intelligence with a +1 modifier.
The beast.
The beast is fine.
Okay.
It just says that for some reason sometimes. 4 successes, you come up with a good working prototype.
Nice.
But of course, it's untested at the moment.
Right. Let's just say that like I made a little bag with like 4 pills.
So I'm going to say that'll take you to invent this thing until about 10:30.
Okay. Wow, I'm pretty good at this.
Yeah,
I would say 10 pills.
Huh?
10 pills?
Yeah, because 10 drops of blood is 1 point.
That's true for each.
He's built a working prototype.
Right, this prototype is 10 pills.
Okay.
Like, there's not like you don't just get one
everything
pill out of
starts
it.
somewhere.
Like,
That's true. Well, maybe he trashed a few of them, you know.
That's true.
But you know what?
Say, like-
Sure, I'll say you have 5 working pills, but 5 of them were trash.
Okay.
And go ahead and increase your hunger by 1.
Yeah. Okay.
The gangsters arrive at the warehouse.
Do any of
They-
y'all want to be? Let's say
bang.
there's 3 leaders.
Okay.
I would say one's like the main guy, and then he's got 2 of his like second guys.
You hear 3 excessively loud. No. 2 excessively loud motorcycles. The third member, he's in the
Sidecar.
sidecar.
um,
These
And
guys are so
they pull-
badass. They have a sidecar and everything.
Hell yeah. That's the
Oh,
gunner.
so, real quick, y'all know, or do y'all know of the motorcycle gang? It's not so much a gang; it's a motorcycle club. I think based in Houston, where like it's a bunch of dudes that will go and escort you to church or to the grocery store. Like if you feel like there's somebody watching you, or they'll go
Yes.
and okay. So it's basically kind of like that situation, but we're more gang-y than
Okay.
that. Like we'll do our best
y'all
to
are
protect people.
y'all are the most well-behaved hooligans ever.
Pretty much.
So they pull up and Spike is one of them, and he gets off and he's like, goes and bangs on the door and he's like, yo, where's this primo shit you've got for us?
Bill, Jaden, or Hayden, do one of y'all want to be, or do 2 of y'all want to be his subordinates?
Yeah, I can play whichever one.
All right, make up a name. Bill or Jaden?
I'm fuzzy.
I was gonna actually ask if it would be okay if I went ahead and went because I have to wake up at 6. But if not, I understand. I will push through.
You are welcome to if you choose. You've placed yourself
No,
outside of the
you-
action.
You have to play with us. No sleeping.
No sleep.
I'll at least make up this name really quick. One's Saul. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, one of my customers started roasting the shit out of Saul when I went
Are
for
you
a callback.
serious?
And I was like, I just kind of looked at him. I was like, hey, I have complete trust in all my coworkers. I am sure he did everything that he could for you.
For real.
I've had a lot of people complain about Saul.
Because all your people want to talk, and he doesn't like to talk to your customers.
Well,
He says-
even up there in Humble, Conroe, Crosby area where he works more commonly. Like,
What do they say? Because I'm on the phone with him like almost every day.
It's mostly about issues with spiders.
Oh, so they want the inside, and he's like, no.
I don't know if that's it. That's just the biggest complaint out there is, he didn't take care of the spiders. Even though there's not jack he can do around Lake Houston for the damn spiders.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or just actually have his name Junior because y'all don't know him by Junior, so then it's less bad.
Okay. But we all know his name is actually Soul.
Yes.
All right, so it's the main guy, Spike, Junior. Hayden, what was your character's name?
Fuzz.
Fuzzy. Bill,
Fuzz.
you want in on this? We can have a third leader.
Oh, yeah. Then the third guy's name is Spider. No one knows his actual name. He's just called Spider.
He has like
Shut
a
the fuck
spider
up.
tattoo on his face.
Yeah. It's 100%. And by the way, just 1 second. Shut up. It's a lame motorcycle gang. It's not really a gang, so they're allowed to have lame names. Yes, his name is Spider. And by the way, but just so y'all get an idea for Spider, he comes up. He's got like his arms look muscular, but then once you get to the rest of him, he looks like he's been into a 12-pack of beer for the last 20 years. He's got like this long handlebar mustache. You have no idea what color his eyes are because they're always behind thick aviator shades. And he's got a bandana on that says Bike Life across the bandana, and
With a
he's
Y.
got and he's got a long ponytail that's got gray streaks running through it. Definitely peaked probably 20 years ago.
So fat
and-
Defender Strange.
And also he's got a it's not a sidecar, but you know those bags, like the bags you put on the back of your motorcycle.
Yeah, saddlebags.
Yeah, the saddlebags. In his saddlebag, in one of his saddlebags, he's got a Chihuahua with a little with a little motorcycle helmet on and goggles.
Nice.
And it's his collar is spiked, and it has a little bone-shaped tag on it that says "Killer."
And it's just barking at every vampire that's
Yeah.
standing around him for some reason.
And so Spike, he's wearing one of those like he's wearing a shirt that shows his belly button. And like super tight pants. He has green hair that's long and wavy, and he's not named Spike for his hair. He's got long wavy hair. His name's Spike because that's what he likes to brag about his penis.
Oh,
yeah, and it's a spike.
And
I like how you're
That's
making my
what
motorcycle
that's what he
game
calls his
into-
penis. Spike.
Yeah,
There's
that sounds like an
nothing about that.
STD nickname. That sounds like a nickname you get an STD.
Yeah, I stabbed him with my spike.
yep.
God,
Yep,
that just
that's-
who wants that?
Fuzz is named Fuzz because he has no long hair. It's all complete peach fuzz, but it's all very like extremely bright blonde hair, like toe blonde hair, and it's visible in any lighting source, just all over his body.
Okay, my motorcycle game turned into a fucking shit show. All right.
Well, hey,
We're vigilantes.
you decided to take away everything that would make them a gang and just made them a bunch of like 40-something-year-old hooligans.
for real.
No,
You're too
no,
nice.
okay.
You're good.
So it's a gang of motorcyclists who do small crimes and good things. Like they deal with weapons, like deal in weapons. They boost cars from the rich. They there's probably some cyber crimes that go on.
I jaywalked today, and I did not pick up after killer.
Yeah, they help their community.
I'm a badass because I drink Mountain Dew.
They help their community as much as possible.
And Junior's a mute because I'm going to sleep.
And I respect.
I love how Junior's straight up a mute now.
For real.
I
It's
respect
canon.
my elders, and I have a glass of milk every night, and I also eat my spinach.
Oh, I thought you were about to say beat my meat, and I was like, all right.
I beat my wife. I mean, yeah. Anyways,
Jesus Christ.
Not funny.
I'll see y'all. Y'all have a good night.
All right,
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right. So, what do you say to your gang?
We also probably do like weed,
Yeah.
but like nothing harder than that.
Deal the weeds, bro.
The J.
None of Spider. Spider don't smoke the devil's lettuce.
Whose name is Spider now?
Oh, that's the big burly biker dude with bike life and too old for to be
okay.
probably doing this, and with the Chihuahua
And-
named Killer.
Spider refers to himself only in the third person. I love it.
Yeah. Spider only refers to himself by the third person.
Spike is named Spike because he's got a big
Killer
spike,
does the same.
or so he says. All right. So, what's going on? They're here.
Spider wants to know why he and Killer are here tonight.
I was thinking they were going to be a little more badass than a bunch of like 40-something-year-old.
Hey, you decided to take.
Hey, you
away
don't
all
know
the
yet.
fun
We just
crimes,
look like
okay?
a bunch of pricks, but you don't know how badass we can be.
I wasn't going to say pricks. I was going to say dipshits, but
You
I
took
mean-
away all the fun crimes and left us with some really white collar shit. Okay.
And
like what type of fun crimes?
They
Like,
might be badass.
yeah, they just look stupid though.
Yeah, as
I
every
look stupid, and I'm a great
as
person,
does
Frank.
every
Thank
Out of
you.
NPC that we've allowed other people to introduce.
Okay. Now tell me, is there like a theme, like cyberpunk, fantasy, to our king?
Buzz
motif?
wears nothing but a loincloth. And sometimes when he has to go to a party, he wears assless chaps.
Spider carries around a Judge revolver pistol, hidden at the back of his pants.
Fucking Judge. Nice.
Yeah, a fucking Judge.
Fucking hand cannon.
His vision is going, so when he shoots something, he wants to guarantee that he hits it and it dies.
Nice.
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to hide a shotgun easily on a goddamn motorcycle, especially not with Killer in the sidecar. Sorry, in the
that's not what Columbine said, but okay.
He gets a whole sidecar for a gun. That is the most white trash thing I've ever heard. Pardon me for just 1 second. Let me strap in my gun. I gotta make sure that the gun stays safe. There you go, baby. Don't worry. You ain't ever gonna fall out of Spider's back.
I assumed that somebody was in Spike's sidecar, and the sidecar had like guns on the bottom of it, and they were able to shoot the guns. Like the person in the car was the gunner. Anyway, what's going on?
Okay, so Spider, real quick, look at I'm about to send something in the Discord and tell me if this is on Killer. Hold on.
Oh yeah. No, it's not on. It's not on Killer. It's in his mouth. He's like.
It's one of the 6 smallest handguns on the market today. It's called a Bond Arms Cowboy Defender.
Gosh.
Okay.
It's a 10mm pistol.
Yeah, Killer's a badass. Okay, he's a straight up G from the hood. Okay, he's got a little scar over his little eye, and he's got and one of his ears is crooked, like permanently crooked, and like all beat up and shit.
I feel like he's got a holster with this in it.
No. See, he's from the dogfighting ring, but they threw him in with like a big like pits and stuff. But he always came out on top.
All right. So yeah, they're banging on the door. They've arrived.
That tiny pistol is $493, by the way. It's quite a bit. All right, so I get to the door. Open it. I'll be like, "Hey, Spike, Spider, Fuzzy. Oh shit, Junior's here too. Come on in." Is Killer staying with the bikes, or is he gonna come in too?
No. Killer comes with me. Killer's mad you didn't address him. I'm like, yo.
What? No, I mean,
hey, don't you disrespect Killer like that. You address him when just as much as you address the rest of us.
I asked if Killer's coming in too. That was directed at Killer.
I'm carrying him.
Oh, I thought he was
right there in my hand.
Oh, maybe they sent you the maybe they intentionally sent the misfits. Like no, these people are still
like the Ganelinger.
They're still the silly. Yeah, they're still badass. Each one. This is like the A-team. That they're ridiculous. But
Spike's like the leader of the gang, and then his 3 first lieutenants is Junior, Spider, and Fuzzy.
Yeah.
All right, so I open the door, be like, "Hey, come on in, guys!" And I step back and I wave my arms.
Yeah, they walk in. All right, so what you got for us?
I offer them some folding chairs. Sitting around a table, and there are.
Do any of the folding chairs have any sliding cushioning?
So there's one that's got pretty decent cushioning, and the rest of them are just kind of crap.
Okay, we all should start immediately fighting for the cushioning one.
Spider doesn't buy for the cushiony one. He takes one of these shitty ones and kind of turns it around and sits on it backwards. Like that one cool teacher in school. Like, hey, let's rap for a minute.
But does he groan as he sits down?
Yes, absolutely. He's like.
Spike is gonna lean against the wall, with his arms crossed, and it's like, Cole, what'd you call us here for?
So
you in months, yo.
On the folding table in front of you, there, or at least in front of Spider and Fuzzy and probably Junior, are 4 shot glasses with some milky pinkish red liquid. I need to give myself a point of hunger for this, by the way. I probably drank a another freaking thing, so I need to take that off that. So guys, listen up. I know it's been a minute since we've talked. Y'all know I was working for the company. Did we ever figure out a name for the company that I worked for?
I don't remember if we did or not.
I'll have to go back through and listen. But y'all know I've been working for this company. It's a tech company. Well, we partnered with Bill. You want to say your company's name?
I think it was ISO.
No, it was something else. All-in-one organic health. IO.
IO, yeah.
Yeah. All in one AIO.
Yeah, IO. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. That was it.
Isn't that more like IEO?
It's pronounced IO. Don't try to put with your weird levels of logic on it, Frank. It's 10:15 and I've got to be up at 5.
I did too. All right, so y'all know as y'all all know, I worked for this company. Well, we wound up partnering with AIO. It's a superfoods health benefit type place, and they had some experimental stuff come across their desk from Jaden. Was it Jaden's company? That's the
Yeah.
What's his company's name?
I don't. Isaac Pharmaceuticals.
AIO had a experimental drug come across the line from Isaac Pharmaceuticals for testing and possible endorsement. I have come to find that it's got some pretty amazing benefits, including at least one superpower.
A superpower?
Yes. As an aside, Ron, what power did they get as a ghoul?
So let's see. You've got Dominate, Oblivion, Potence, and Obfuscate. So let me check the rules. I think it's going to be random of one of those 4, and they'll get a level 1, one of your level 1 powers. By the way, if you want all 4 of these people to be ghouls, that's 4 points of blood.
Okay, I am dipping into my reserves, or I dipped into my reserves, I guess, before I.
Okay,
before they got here.
Let me mark off.
I should have like 6 left now.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Boop.
Yeah, it'll be random.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So it's kind of random which one you get, but there's like 4 different options that I know of, at least with this batch of the juice.
You got 4 guys. You know what? I'll just say each of them will get one of the powers. Like, so Spike steps up to the table and like picks up the stuff and like looks at it, sniffs it. He's like, "Is this stuff safe?"
I mean, is anything safe in the world nowadays? I can't guarantee that, you're gonna. I mean, I can guarantee you're gonna still live afterwards. It's not gonna give you cancer or anything.
What are the list? Spider wants to know what the listed side effects are for this new drug.
Hold on. Is there a thing for ghoul, Ron, that I can look at?
Go to the compendium button and type in ghouls.
Compendium, ghouls.
Or just ghoul. And then it'll be GHOUL. And it'll be the one that says the Blood Bond ghouls.
Okay, so the side effects, you no longer age. Even setting your age back a few years, Spider. Your wounds heal twice as fast, unless you are caught on fire.
Spider likes this new drug.
As far as side effects, you will have to. I think you have to come back and drink this every once in a while. Ron?
It doesn't say, but I believe somewhere in the book it says at least once a month to maintain it.
Yeah, so you have to come back and drink this, or I can give you all, next time you'll come around a good supply of this stuff. But you have to basically drink this stuff once a month to maintain the benefits. Just for all consumer again. Blood to maximum increase on vision. Yep, and I'm not seeing any side effects in the notes I've got.
Yeah, the only side effects is that they'll be blood bonded to you.
Except, you will crave this stuff and you will want to come back and get the stuff from me. That's about the only side effect that I know of.
Spider feels great.
And
is it safe? Is it safe for killer?
Dog animals can be ghouled.
I give a couple little lap drops, just like a little yum 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 to killer. Like some of the last drops from the shot glass. Just be like yum yum yum.
How old is Killer? Like is he one of those ancient looking chihuahuas with one eye that's really glazed over?
No, well, one eye is glazed over, but that's because there's a huge scar running down his face across his eye. He was a fighting dog that no matter what dog they threw him in with, always came out on top. He's a rescue. Spider's taking care of him. He was meant to be a bait dog, but he always managed to kill the larger dogs.
So Killer's going to gain the lethal body power.
Yes!
He has to,
And also Killer is now immortal. I'm just throwing it out there.
Well, he's not immortal, but now Spider is going to gain...
That wasn't what I wanted to do. There's lethal body.
Spider will gain Cloak of Shadows. Why is the dice taking so long? Spike is going to gain your whatever dominate power you have. Compel. I guess that's appropriate for the leader. Junior will gain... Hold on, let me write this down. Spider got Cloak of Shadows. Killer got the punchy.
Lethal body.
Yeah. Spike got compel. Junior also gets lethal body.
Shouldn't I feel like Spider should get lethal body.
Spider also, yeah, because they drank from the same thing. Sure, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So Spider also gets lethal body.
Oh, nice.
Spider likes this.
Junior will get Cloak of Shadows then. And then Fuzzy is going to get whatever's left, which is Shadow Cloak. Okay, so while you're doing all that, Jerry and Max, you arrive at the Raven Tower. Let me drop it into it's not like the witchiest looking place, but it's somewhere that I've gone to. Literally, I've been to a witch festival here, which was really just like a what do you call it? Like a farmer's market, but witch themed. I dropped the website on there, but specifically, it has this tower thing. But it's a bar. It's 9:45. You pull up to this.
That's kind of cool looking.
Yeah, you pull up
the
to
bar
this,
in the tower.
So the tower, I didn't actually get to go up there because that was like a cost extra, or no, it was closed whenever we went. The bar was open. The bar is downstairs in the main building, and then there's like an open area which they had the little flea market type thingy where they were selling like, it was a combination of like a farmer's market and Ren Fair shops. you know, yeah, witchy stuff. But call it kitschy witchy stuff, like not real witch stuff. And the tower, we didn't get to go up to the tower because it was not open at the moment. But y'all pull up, y'all see this thing, this bar. There's a tower kind of off to the side. You do see. Hold on, let me check my timeline if anyone's in the tower right now. No one's in the tower right now. Well, yeah, no, there's just people up there. You can see like a couple people like leaning and looking out and just kind of like drinking their drinks and stuff. And it does not seem like there's a ceremony thing happening right now. It seems
Is there like any other floors or anything like that?
So the bar itself is one floor, and then the tower is a staircase leading up to the tower, the top of the tower, basically.
I guess I'll go up to the top of the tower real quick.
Yeah, so you head up there, and from what you can tell, it kind of just seems like what you imagine a normal night would be here. Now, some of the drinks are like fairly colorful, like there's like a green drink and things like that. Like, you haven't looked at the menu or anything, but when I was there, they had quote unquote witch themed drinks, which I see on their website that was not part of their normal menu. So they have like witchy themed drinks that are like fun colors and stuff and have like silly name like Eye of Newt and stuff like that. That's what they had when I was there at this witch festival thing. So I'll say they have that kind of stuff on a regular basis, but it appears to just be regular. You don't see I guess with Cole sending you the information, maybe he sent you a picture of Lauren McDonald. You definitely don't see Lauren McDonald up there.
With the 7, was I able to find anything on our target, Dexter? What's his nuts? I had a 7.
With the 7, you were able to find some flight. Like, well, what were you hacking into? You were doing a background check on Laura McDonald, and
wasn't Dexter? He just flew in from like.
Yes.
Okay, so I probably wouldn't be able to get any of that stuff. Never mind.
Yeah, through flopping around on Facebook and stuff. Maybe you saw a couple old posts from another member of the club. Some comments from Dexter on his friend's page.
I send you all a picture of what I assume to be Dexter. It is a very Aussie-looking guy. He's got like a straw hat, no shirt on.
That's not what Dexter looks like.
Like next to a kangaroo.
Dexter.
That's what he looks.
Scared.
That's what he looks like right now. But I mean, I found an old Facebook post of his.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, it's that guy, but in a straw hat and no shirt, next to a kangaroo. Because fuck you, he's an Australian guy.
Dexter's not Australian.
No, that was
Hugh.
He
was.
That was Hugh.
No, that was Hugh.
Dexter's. He's a friend of Lawrence's from back home in Britain.
Oh, okay. It's probably just that guy holding up a cup of tea then.
Yeah.
I apologize for anybody in Australia or Britain listening to this. I'm not being like nationalist or anything. I just thought it'd be funny.
It's okay.
100% is. He 100% is being nationalist. He once told me how much he hates everyone from your respective countries, both of them, to be honest. And yeah.
Hey everybody, it's your storyteller Ron here, interrupting our episode for a moment just to let you guys know we had a problem with our recording software, and it cut off right at this point. So I had to use my backup recording. The audio's not nearly as good, but I also wanted to take this moment just to give you guys a quick announcement. So the next episode will be our season finale. Yay! After that, I'll probably release a silly episode, of some bloopers or something like that. And then maybe another bonus episode. And then we're going to go into season 2 of the show, which is actually going to be season 1 of our second campaign that we're doing, which is a Dungeons & Dragons custom sci-fi campaign. Sort of sci-fi / survival set in the future. And we'll be doing a season of that. That'll be a similar length to this season. And then after that, we'll go back to Vampire. So don't worry, you'll still hear from your favorite Vampire characters. But we'll be doing basically going back and forth between campaigns, and possibly even adding a third later down the line. But anyway, I just wanted to let you all guys know that, and now back to the show.
So
I just hate Australia in general.
Jerry, while you and Max are wandering around this place, you do hear the bartender saying something that they're going to be closing in about 15 minutes, closing at 10 tonight. There's a special event, and invite only type of thing. So last call for drinks.
So what's up on the tower?
Just people drinking.
Oh, okay. I guess I head back down, and
some people, eating some bar food and stuff, but people are going to start, getting their last drinks and shuffling out around 10 as the bartender tries to get people to go away because they've got a private event coming up.
You know what my favorite plan is? Go in the bathroom and find a ventilator shaft and crawl up inside that bitch.
Okay.
You know what my favorite entry plan is?
Wow.
I'm going to look directly at this guy, and you just use mesmerize. Be like, I think I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be at this event, my man.
Mesmerize should work. I'm pretty sure I did not decide that the bartender was anything special.
Oh, if you do that, I'm not climbing in the
index card go.
Shaft.
If y'all can look in Discord, I just sent a picture of the smallest pistol in the world compared to a guy's hand. It's a revolver.
That's adorable.
Right?
Bartender.
Oh, damn.
She does have the beautiful trait.
Well, fucking right. I mean, look at her.
I don't have pictures of the other people that are going to be showing up, but the bartender might become a recurring character if y'all ever come back here. So, unless you kill her, who knows what'll happen. So she asks Jerry. She's like, she says, okay, believes you obviously. Would you like a drink while you wait? You're here pretty early.
I'd love one.
What do you want?
I'll take an old fashioned.
Okay, she starts whipping up an old fashioned. And Max, what are you doing?
I assume he said this before I walked off to the bathroom.
Okay.
And so I guess I just sit down and...
I'm with him.
Yeah, I'm just with him. Just chilling.
I guess she won't question that. There's no reason for her to question that. So let's see. After a while, Cole, you have given blood to some humans.
Yep.
They're like seem to definitely enjoy it, tweaking out a little bit. Like it does give them a rush when they first drink it. What did it say? I know it described it for a minute, but Yeah, it says the vitae consumed not only brings a rush, but also arrests the aging process. Yeah, I mean, it gives them a rush. So yeah, they're feeling good right now. The dog like runs over and starts chewing on the leg of one of the chairs and just starts like gnawing through the metal leg of the chair.
So how do you guys feel? Wait, did all y'all take the shots?
Yeah, I think nobody resisted. So
I think Fuzzy would try to do it in like a check of some sort, like a
need to be persuaded.
yeah, not persuasion, but he would do an insight check,
Insight.
not insight and investigation on the glass.
Well, we don't have stats on any of these people. I guess roll 3d10.
Oh, damn it! Can you roll that for me? Because I don't
Yeah.
remember how. Oh wait, it's right over here.
Okay, Frank already did it. Um,
I'll take Ron's roll.
Mine has 2 successes. Is a 6 a success? It is, yeah. Mine has 2 successes. I mean, he can. It looks like some red tinted Pepto-Bismol. Kind of smells like it, maybe with a little bit of a coppery smell.
Interesting. And what is this exactly?
Is Fuzzy asking me?
Yeah.
It's an experimental, basically a drug that's come out of Isaac Pharmaceuticals. At least he was the brainchild behind this invention.
I'll roll insight on that.
I mean, Isaac is the brainchild behind me doing this, so...
I know, but still, I'm rolling to see if there's like more to what you just said. You know, yes, you told me the truth, but you didn't tell me the whole truth.
Yeah, Frank, you would need to roll because you are concealing part of the truth. It'd be subterfuge plus charisma. No, wait, is manipulation a stat? Subterfuge plus manipulation.
Any modifiers?
Yep.
Probably not.
1 success.
Hey, how much
There's
later
definitely
are we going?
something-
I'm getting pretty tired.
I mean, we can stop. I was hoping to, do this witch stuff, but we got distracted by a lot of things. So, yeah, Junior just vanishes after he takes his, and because he doesn't speak, he because he's got the cloak of shadows, he just vanishes.
Yeah, I see that, and Fuzzy ain't gonna partake.
Ain't gonna partake. Okay, yeah.
Spider bends the whole table that it was on in half, and then kicks it, and it goes all the way through the wall.
Spike tries to kick it and hurts his foot. It's like, whoa, what? Why didn't this work?
Spider turns back to Spike and is like, Spider thinks that Spike is weaker than before.
Hold on, let me. Oh my God, I know what he might say. Okay, well, we'll not go with that. He says, "Shut the fuck up, bitch," and compels you.
I just bitch slap him and his head flies off.
But you don't.
Is that something that happens?
I mean, you'd have to.
You respect your your leader.
That's true. He is the leader.
I bitch slap him jokingly, thinking it's a joke, but not knowing my own strength yet because I have lethal body.
It hurts.
I slap his whole head off.
It hurts a lot more than he thought it would. And it's like, I don't even know what he would say.
Sit your ass down.
Yeah, sure. He's like, sit your ass down. And you do it because he compels you. Yeah, everyone gets to play around with their powers except for Fuzzy, who's like watching this craziness and is uncertain.
I turn back to Fuzzy. I go, listen, there's more to it that I can't really tell you until after you take the shot. And I promise you, this is not for any nefarious reasoning. I just figured, this will give you all a little extra to help with taking care of business as necessary.
Isn't turning someone into like a subconscious slave nefarious?
I mean, it might normally be, but it's not for me. I just want friends that can do special things for me. if needed. I doubt I'll ever need it, but...
I don't think Fuzzy would take it after seeing some guy straight up just vanish. Someone became just super strong. Like, that's some hard shit drugs.
The
all right,
chair pushed back, and he reappears as he's taking a step, because Cloak of Shadows only works when you're not moving.
I look Fuzzy directly in the eyes and I say, just drink it. And I use Compel.
Yeah. And Fuzzy's
Nice.
mortal.
Alright.
Yeah, he drinks it, and he gets Shadow Cloak. What does that one do? It's different than Cloak of Shadows. Shadow.
I just put the thing up there.
Oh, okay.
Subtly applying the influence of Oblivion on ambient shadows, the user masks their appearance or seems more sinister and threatening.
They gain a +2 bonus on stealth rolls as well as intimidation. Yeah, so you become all shadowy and scary looking.
Well, I mean, he was already wearing a loincloth before, so I mean, he's a little more intimidating than he was before.
He's very intimidating now. His fur turns black instead of blonde.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not fighting a dude in a loincloth. So I don't know what you're talking about. That's quite possibly the most intimidating thing to wear.
Most intimidating thing you can do in a fight: rip off all your clothes.
Maybe they can't.
Like, you want to go? You want to go? Rips off the loincloth. Let's fucking go.
What was the show that there was? It was One Punch Man, the dude who gets naked. Yeah.
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 So we're obviously not going to get to dealing with this witch thing, but two of the characters are in place, and I don't know what Cole's plans are for the rest of the night, but he now has some henchmen at his command. They are... So you did make them into ghouls by giving them enough blood for that. They're still only the first level of blood bonded to you. Blood bond gains strength equal to the number of times the thrall has consumed the blood, up to maximum of 6, and decreases by 1 for each month during which the thrall consumes none of the blood. To attempt something against their regent's wishes, the thrall must succeed in a resolve plus intelligence versus the bond strength. So right now it's strength 1. But anytime they try to do something that is against what you've told them to do, they have to make a resolve plus intelligent, currently versus difficulty 1. If they are in your presence, such defiance requires the test once per turn. If outside of your presence, they need to make it once per scene. And the bond breaks when they reduce the strength to 0 by avoiding you for a while. However, they must successfully make a defiance roll once per session to do so. Few thralls can resist this for long, especially if you actively come looking for them. Yeah, so you have bond strength 1, and they are ghouls now. So I will, actually create some characters sheets for these guys.
Okay. So now that everybody's drinking the blood cocktail, I go like, okay, guys, I may or may not have lied slightly. I am actually a vampire, and y'all are now what's considered a ghoul.
Wait, you're a vampire?
Yeah, it's not as cool as it sounds. I do drink blood. I don't drink from humans. I prefer the bagged kind. Um, like it's
Wait,
a little weird.
wait a minute. What did you just give us?
It was some of my blood. I'm not gonna lie.
He,
I did.
he's like, oh, I just drank your blood, and he starts like gagging. What the fuck, man?
I know it was kind of fucked up. I just wanted y'all to experience what it's like to be a ghoul first. Like
Does
you don't.
is this when Fuzzy realized that he just got mind raped?
Yeah, I guess he would.
All right, he's gonna contest anything and just be a complete and utter dick now to you, and probably try to shoot you. Does Fuzzy have a gun on him? Would Fuzzy have a gun in his prison pocket? Who knows?
I know that Spider does, and Spider's like,
You drugged me?
It's not drugs. It's just blood. It will wear off in a month. There is no long-lasting side effects. There's no harm to you guys.
Harm? You just mind controlled me.
Yeah, well,
You can do anything. Why would I trust you now?
Listen, you can
You
go
just
about
forced
your
me to
day.
do something against my will.
Just let me finish talking, please.
No, I'm out. I'm out of this.
All right, he's looking at me while we're talking. I'm assuming.
No,
and I tell him
I'm already
to-
turned around and walking away.
both me and Killer are both aiming our guns at you, like.
Bill, you cut out.
Oh, I was just saying that me and Killer are both aiming our guns at you as we back towards our bike.
So I will say, I mean, they'll have to, roll daily to resist the urge to come back. It is addicting. They would be understandably kind of mad at you for this, but we'll see how this plays out. Now you can, Spike. He's curious, and he's like, "So wait, if you're a vampire, how come you just didn't make me a vampire?"
He doesn't know how to.
I could easily probably kill you guys. That's not what I would want to do. Y'all are my friends and my gang members. I can't make y'all vampires. I mean, theoretically I can. I know the process. I'm not allowed to.
Wait, don't you have to get points in that to do that though?
No, you can make anyone. You can make a vampire if you want. You just might get.
I mean, all you have to do is drain the blood and then feed the blood back, or feed them blood back. So I mean, I know how to do it. I'm not allowed to. It's part of the rules. It's kind of a whole thing. It's annoying, but this gives you more leniency, and you don't have to follow as much shit. All you got to do is just not tell anybody about it. About vampires in general. If you do, I will be forced to come back and kill you. And I really don't want to do that because I know y'all guys are amazing and doing good for the world in your own ways. I just wanted y'all to have a little more, abilities out there, and you don't age, which is great. You could live for hundreds of years as long as you keep drinking.
Doing good for the world, and what has vampires done good for the world?
Honestly, they're kind of assholes, to be fair.
Yeah. And now you're claiming you're doing good for the world.
So, okay.
No, I'm not.
So you just admitted that you're
as of now, like, I want y'all to go out and do good. Like, I have to do some shit that I'm not too proud of.
So so hold on, let me interrupt. Just reading more of the rules on here. So you can only have as many thralls as you have blood potency, which, with the exception of Hayden because of his feeding thing, the rest of you have blood potency 1. So this explains perfectly why everyone except for Spike is resisting all this, because Spike is your thrall and the other 3 are ghouls but not your thralls.
Wait, what's the difference between a ghoul and a thrall?
A ghoul has the powers and stuff, but they are not actually bonded to you, apparently. You can't have a billion bonds. I thought you could. I thought I read somewhere else you could. I don't know. I mean, they're only Bond 1, so they can argue with you and stuff. I'll look more into this.
That it kind of shoots down
Yeah,
Jaden's...
that does.
Well, I guess that's something that that would only figure out after the fact of it not working or another vampire telling you that.
Why vampires haven't just enthralled entire cities in this lore.
Don't I have another dude enthralled to me?
Technically. I'll decide on this later. Yeah. I feel like one thrall is not enough. Because then like the whole like herd thing and things like that don't work as great. But anyway, we'll see about this.
Okay. So yeah, vampires are assholes. I mean, this was kind of a dick move. Like I said, it will wear off. And if you don't like it, you don't have to come back and get more of it. I realize it's kind of a fucked up way to go about doing it, but would you have drinking some of my blood if I told you it was my blood and I'm a vampire before that?
And I said no, and you still made me.
I just wanted you to experience it. This was a little bit of payback there, Fuzzy. You're still my bud. Like, I'm still like the godfather to your nephew or whatever the fuck that weird ritual was we did. Like, I went to your son's graduation. Like, dude, I'm the one that helped you get the boat. Like, we're fucking cool.
Damn.
Like, I realize
a son and a nephew and a boat.
And you just get to decide that y'all are cool. Like, no one gets to be upset about this whole thing at all.
Yeah. Like, I had major consequences for faking my death.
I mean, I'm not saying there won't be major consequences.
Yeah, but I'm just adding to the major consequences now.
Oh, yeah. Well, Spider already left. Spider and Killer are already gone.
After that comment, I leave.
Junior is stuck there because he was in Spike's sidecar, so.
Junior, just give me a nod, if anything.
He like was like he's into it. He doesn't speak, but he stops and looks at you, and because he stopped, he vanishes. And you don't know if he nodded or not.
I turn to Spike. I'm like, just talk to the guys. I mean, if they don't want to fucking keep coming back and getting the superpowers, I can understand. Like I said, there's like no downside. But if y'all don't want to ever talk to me again, I can understand that shit too. It was kind of fucked up, but it's something to think about, like living forever and never aging and the superpower. Like, you could walk into a bank and tell the teller, give me the money in the register and don't call the cops. And you can walk right the fuck back out if you wanted
to. He's definitely listening and nodding his head. And he's like, I'll talk to him. And we're going to talk about this making me a vampire thing, because that sounds like pretty like the better deal. And
yeah, we can. I'll see what I can do about it. And just as an aside, if they do try to go around telling people about vampires and shit, I will have to kill them, or you will have to kill them. Like, that's just how it's gonna roll.
He just kind of shakes his head like, it's kind of fucked up, man, but okay. I'll talk.
Well, there's like this whole like law system in place, and like there's people hunting vampires and shit, and it's whatever.
So he says he'll talk to him. He is very thoughtful. Junior is just having fun with his powers. And eventually, he's like, Junior, come on. And, that they leave. And Junior gets into the sidecar.
One last thing before you head out.
He stops.
Technically, you're not supposed to use the powers where other people can see you. But, as long as it's just like against one person and that person... I don't know what the fuck the rules are. What's the rules?
Well, the rules are don't reveal that vampires are a thing.
Yeah, so I say
Which
that.
you just
Don't,
broke.
like, even if you use your powers in front of people, like, you can't tell people where you got the powers from, that kind of shit. But just keep an eye on fucking Fuzzy and Killer and Spider. Maybe have some of your guys follow them around, some guys that are loyal to you and not them, and if they try to do anything, just nix them.
Yeah, I'll keep it on the down low. And he says, Junior, get in the and then Junior reappears in the car seat and he's like, oh, okay, let's go. And they ride off into the night. And we'll see what happens with giving four gangsters plus a dog vampire powers without really training them or without really preparing them. We'll see what happens with that in the coming nights.
This was a great idea. I'm glad I did this.
And
chaos ensues.
And they go off into the night to do whatever it is they're going to do. So
before we end this, I would like to tap into their cell phones and track their locations and just listen through the speaker or the microphone.
Okay, they'll need some you'll need a technology check for that. Technology plus intelligence.
This one, because this is hacking. 4 successes.
Wouldn't you have to do it for multiple? Like, you do each roll for each phone?
Sure.
Intelligence. Which one? Let's see. That's for Spider and Fuzzy. I don't think I'll need it for Junior, but I'll go ahead and do his too.
Junior, okay.
It's a good thing Fuzzy doesn't have a cell phone on him. So where does he keep the cell phone?
You've got one of those really crappy looking.
No, I imagine that
Spider doesn't actually have a cell phone. He actually has an old school rotary phone at his house.
I imagine that that the loincloth on the interior of it's got a zipper pouch, like one of those.
Oh yeah, so every time he walks, it comes back and slaps him in the balls.
I didn't even think of that, but yeah. Well, he's developed.
He enjoys it.
He's developed calluses.
Oh yeah. His entire jig is just one giant callus.
Okay, I've wrote down those various hacking rules, which are all fairly good. So,
I set up an alert system for keywords like vampire and other things.
Okay.
And with that, I gotta go to bed.
All right, I guess we will end it. This has been a very random session of Houston After Dark. Going first is Bill, saying good night.
Hey, good night, y'all. I'm so sorry. I gotta go. I love you all. Good night.
I guess technically going first was Jaden, and I am Ron. You can find me on Twitter at RonBjork1, I think. And Frank.
Sorry. Hey, everybody. I was Frank. I played Cole Stone. I did some stupid shit this game. But in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
And hey.
Hey guys, it was great playing with you guys. Unfortunately, we didn't get to the main meat of the game. However, I'm so excited to get to next time.
That is why I said it might be the season finale.
I know.
I knew it wasn't going to be. Because the problem was...
We tend to do a lot of fuckery.
Well, also, no plan was made last time on what y'all were going to do about this information. And I was like, all right, it's the night before. Are y'all going to come up with a plan? Nope. Y'all are going to do other stuff. Okay, it's the night of. Are y'all going to come up with a plan? No, it's still other stuff. Oh, finally, they're coming up with a plan. Well, not really, but they're going to do something about the witches, which is what I prepared for. But if y'all
I like
had
how he just said witches pluralized, just so we're clear.
sorry, the witch. If
no, it was witch pluralized.
if y'all hadn't if y'all hadn't gone to look into the witch this night, I had a timeline of everything that is happening with the witch. You know, assuming she's uninterrupted in whatever she's doing tonight. I have a timeline of if everything goes according to her plan. But anyway,
Did anybody recognize where my
the Truman Show?
Yeah, I like that show.
It's a good movie.
All right, well, I gotta get going, guys.
All right,
See you guys.
Peace out.
good night. Thanks everyone for listening. The intro and outro songs you heard today was Foxhole Revolution and Gothamlicious, both created by Kevin MacLeod at Incompetech.com, licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 4.0 license, CreativeCommons.com, licenses by 4.0. The night is over, and have a great day, everyone.